Hello again, guys. Welcome back to another RWBY reaction. Today we are watching Volume 5, Chapter 7, Rest and Resolutions. And in the thumbnail we have Yang and Nora. Looks like they are arm wrestling, so that should be interesting. So yeah, but today a slightly shorter episode, only about 12 minutes long. No biggie. I think the season overall has been a little bit longer than usual, so no complaints here. So yeah. You know, last episode we finally got the reunion of Ruby and Yang, long awaited, as well as Weiss and Ruby, and then even before that was Weiss and Yang, and so it's been lots of warm, fuzzy feelings in the last couple episodes. You know, we heard kind of Raven's side of the story, and really the only bad thing I heard so far is that Ozpin turned or gave the ability to Crow and Raven the ability to turn into a Raven and Crow. So whether or not that's a bad thing, I don't know. I mean, they seem to use it quite often, so I don't think they're complaining about these magical abilities that they have now. But I guess the question is, was the process to obtain that humane? I don't know. You know, I don't know. So I mean, I think Raven, I don't think there's anything bad about Ozpin. I think Raven is just like, I think she has the mindset of what's the point in fighting a lost battle, because I think in her mind Salem seems unstoppable right now. Yeah. Oh god, I had things I wanted to talk about and I forgot everything that I wanted to talk about, so we'll just get started, guys. So let me full screen, start the video in 3, 2, 1, play. Back to the fairy tale, back to the show, back to the wall, and there's nowhere to go. Hopeless and desperate, all past the verse. Things looking bleak, and they're bound to get worse. That's pretty much the only part I'll sing, because the next bit is too high for me. Helpless and doomed. Yeah. I can't do it. Lost and forlorn, impossible odds. You learn you've been messing with gods. In your grim, tear off my limb, strike me with bolts of lightning. I won't die. The battle seems so winnable, but all we need's a miracle. Never be denied. Can't wish away the dismal days, can't bring back what's gone. Won't waste more tears on yesteryears, instead we'll carry on. Sorry if this is cringy. I apologize. I always wanted to be a beautiful singer. Bless you. Oh, that looks really good. Though I've never seen like ramen served like that before.
Believe me, I've asked myself the same thing ever since.
Hey, but you made up for it, Mr. Muscles. You should have seen this guy take a giant grim head-on.
I couldn't have done it without Ruby wearing it down.
Me? Did you see Wren during that fight? He was out of control.
Please tell me that's not sugar
sorry.
cubes being put in the
soup.
soup. I'm so confused.
Momentarily.
No, and out of control is an awesome.
Oh. Thank you.
You did not.
Yeah, right in the middle of the party.
Please tell me you let that lady have it.
Of course not. Even
I
if
already
I
would stop
really
it.
want to.
No way. I don't believe it.
She can control it now. The boar.
It's no replacement for the real thing. But I'll make sure to make good use
Showing
of
off
it.
the arm.
That's amazing.
Incredible.
Nora in the background. Oh, look at
It's just as strong?
stronger.
Sure is.
Stronger, I think. Oh,
Wanna bet? Nora, please, now's not the time.
they're gonna break the table.
Don't let her beat you. You can do this. Can do it. Show them what Team Juniper's made of.
Come on, sis! Oh, you can't lose to a girl in a skirt!
Okay, twice.
You wear a skirt, Ruby. Why is you not cheering loud enough? It definitely feels like the original. I'll give you that.
Oh, so they've done this before.
But it does have some new features.
Oh, yeah?
She can detach it like that. Interesting.
Did she win?
Huh?
Yeah. We ate it all.
It reminds me of Nichijou.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
The finger thing.
Easy there, vomit boy. I believe in you.
Or the toes.
Oh, we're doing nickname throwbacks now.
Vomit boy. Classic.
I mean, the Ice Queen seems to like it.
I so did not miss you people.
Oh my gosh, she really does like it. What went and warmed your heart while you were gone?
Hey! You make it sound like I used to be terrible.
Nah. Just a lot to deal with at once.
It's been a long time. We've all grown in our own ways.
You really think so?
Well, think back to when we were all at Beacon. Would you say you ever did anything foolish or embarrassing? Or do you think you were perfect?
Oh gosh.
I may have been a little too gung-ho from time to time.
You? I tried to 1v1 a Nevermore on the second day of school.
Yeah, well, don't even get me started.
Well, that embarrassment, that desire to go back and tell yourself not to be so stupid, that just proves you're not the same person you used to be. You're smarter, or kinder, or stronger, and you're not done growing yet. None of us are.
Yeah, it turns out Wren gets real deep when he feels like talking. Well, hold on. I thought I was pretty great in school.
Even at the dance, when you spilled punch all over yourself in front of—
Yes, especially the dance. Thank you, Yang.
How can 6 kids possibly make so much noise eating dinner?
So, the maidens, magic, Salem, it's all true?
Back to business, I guess.
Miss Zhao Long, is this more or less what your mother told you?
For the most part.
You forgot something. You forgot to tell everyone what you did to Crow and my mother.
What is she talking about? Oh, great.
That's not a secret I thought she would give up so easily. Your mother must trust you a great deal. My ability to reincarnate, though a curse, isn't without a few key benefits. Much like the maidens, I too possess a certain magical power. Using this power, I was able to gift the Bronwyn twins the ability to see more, to move freely and be unburdened by their natural bodies. Well, gave them the ability to turn into birds. Rather ridiculous sounding out loud, isn't it?
Wait, what? Uncle?
You turned them into birds.
All right, now you're just messing with us.
What else is new?
He's telling the truth. We saw it. Yang's mom changed right in front of us.
Why would you do something like that? I mean, what is wrong with you?
Yang, that's enough. We made a choice.
We wanted this.
May I? Granting this power to them was no trivial task, and I can assure you it was not done frivolously. It required assistance in gathering information on Salem's plans, as well as searching for maidens when their hosts became unclear.
Okay, so have you done this with others? Like General Ironwood or Professor Goodwitch?
As helpful as that might be, unfortunately it is not that simple. My power is finite, and if I'm being honest, dwindling. The amount that I gifted to Crow and Raven was, all things considered, rather minuscule. You see, centuries ago, I sacrificed a great deal of magic to 4 young women, who I hoped would use my gift for good.
Yep.
They were the first maidens. Miss Zhao Long, it was never my intention to lie to you, to any of you. There are just some matters that I prefer to play close to the chest. I believe that's how you phrased it.
Yeah.
Everyone has a choice. The Bronwyns chose to accept their powers and the responsibilities that came with them. And later, one of them chose to abandon her duties in favor of her own self-interest. Now, all of you have a choice. If anyone wishes to leave, now is the time. There is no shame or disgrace in abstaining. Only in retreat. Very well, then.
Yay?
If Ruby sticks around, then I will too. If there's one thing I know about her, it's that she somehow always knows the right thing to do. But, if we're going to help, if we're going to keep risking our lives, no more lies. No more half-truths.
Understood.
So, what now? I mean, what can we do?
That is a difficult question. One that I believe is best answered tomorrow.
What do you mean?
The road ahead is undoubtedly filled with hardships and peril. However, it has been far too long since you have all been together. Please, take tonight. Enjoy this moment.
Yeah.
Ow! Raven? Crow?
she,
Birds!
she just caught.
Wrecked it.
Good job, Nora. Sounds like Raven. Yep. Here. Oh! Yeah. Did not expect Emerald to be here.
Is Raven Bronwyn home?
You know, I've had a real bad week. So I think I'm gonna take it out on you. Huh. Doesn't look like he wants to cooperate, boss.
Then make him.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Oh. My best baddie waifu. And it ends! No! Damn it! It's really good to see Emerald. Though I wish Emerald and Mercury got some new outfits, but oh well. Though I don't complain about Emerald's current outfit either. There's always the case that it could be a downgrade. Yeah, I don't know if that's ramen or not, but ramen typically isn't served in a big pot because the noodles would get soggy like that. You kind of just make it fresh to order type of thing. But very good, very good. Short episode. Very nostalgic to see the whole gang back together, or at least, you know, everyone who's currently there. And just, you know, have fun for a little bit. You know, tell stories, and they did some callbacks of nicknames and stuff like that, and it was great. Too bad the whole arm wrestle thing was kind of like, oh, so they did do this before, but we never got to see it, unfortunately. So we never really knew who won that fight, or not fight, but arm wrestle. You know, kind of curious what the actual outcome could have been, or maybe what it was back then. Other than that, you know, my trust in Ozpin still lies the same, you know, unless he starts keeping secrets, despite saying that he wouldn't. Yeah, because, you know, despite all the build-up with, you know, Raven explaining, like, oh, there's, you know, two sides to the story, she didn't really give much out that we didn't already know, and I think the majority of us don't really necessarily disagree that, you know, Ozpin is in the wrong, but, you know, it still could happen. I don't know. You know, there's always the case that Ozpin might make another mistake. It's bound to happen. It's happened multiple times before. So yeah. And now Trouble is at the camp, so we'll see what happens there. It's gonna be what's her name? Volnir, I think. They only said it like once, so it hasn't really been drilled into my mind yet. But it's gonna be her. It's gonna be a maiden versus maiden battle, actually, now that I think about it. And oh, I had a theory that possibly Volnir, I think her name is, maybe New Amber, possibly, though probably not. But anyways, you know, I think there's gonna be a maiden battle. Then we'll see what Raven can, if Raven can defend herself against, I don't know, 3 other people, you know, Emerald and Mercury, and then also Dr. Watts. Because, I mean, otherwise, there's really no one in that camp that was, that's really stood out, besides those 2. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, nothing too bad, but I am concerned. So, but anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I think my puppy Mia here is getting a little restless. She's chewing her bone. I haven't let her out, but she's been napping until recently. So I'm gonna have to let her out here. So thank you guys again for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. Thanks for the likes, comments, and subscribes, and also thank you to my Patreons for their continued support. And also, if you guys haven't followed me on VidMe yet, please do. It would help me out a lot on my anime reactions. I think I need like 12 more, so would appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.